Hello, this is the Tutors of Life podcast where we research life so you don't have... No, hold on, dude. Hold on. Hello. Welcome to Tutors of Life podcast where we research life so you don't have to. This is your host, Shaun Tutor. I fucked it all up.
Yeah, you did.
Okay, hold on. Hello, welcome to Tutors of Life podcast. This is your host, Shaun Tutor.
You are still fucking it up.
I'm still fucking it up.
Yeah. Hello, welcome to the Tutors of Life podcast, where we research life so you don't have to. Episode 91. This is your host, Kyle Tutor.
That was almost good, dude.
It's 391, but you're close.
391.
Good enough.
Yep. And this is Sam. And this is a Tutor episode where we try to teach you something new.
Gang, dude.
Someone's really loud. Oh, Kyle.
That's all right. I don't know how to talk.
Testing.
No, you're good. Don't worry.
Cool.
Okay, sweet. What's up?
You're just really distracted by the crying baby, aren't you?
It's getting me, yeah.
I'm so used to it. Easy.
Kyle's like kids wail.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. So we went to parade of homes in the cities.
Yes.
And we did that on Friday, and it was a lot of fun. What was the number one highlight you guys had?
One of the cool things that I noticed this year different from last year is a lot of staircases being built on single
Pillars.
metal beams, basically, instead of like 3 stair treads.
That is true.
Really cool, really aesthetic.
It makes it the space look bigger too.
Yeah,
It
because
does.
you don't have a big enclosed stairway. It's just a beam with
That
some light-colored steps.
Yeah, that's one thing I think just about every house, like if they had to rework the stairs or something, the stairs were like light
and open.
Yeah.
A lot of like white skirt boards and stuff with the light oak stair treads for the most part.
Yeah.
And anything that was carpet was all a patterned light carpet.
The coolest innovation that we saw was the window. It had a switch.
Fuck, that was sick.
So then it would switch from being clear to frosted.
Yeah.
That was cool.
That was really cool. I didn't even know that existed, so that was pretty interesting.
Yeah, I've definitely seen them some, not in a house like in Eau Claire or anything, but I've seen them online before.
Yeah, that one was sick. My favorite thing was Protein House. Because, god dang, that was good, dude.
It was really good.
That was a good meal.
My favorite thing about Parade of Homes was the Surly Brewing Company afterwards, that pizza we had.
My beer was really good.
Yeah,
Alright.
my beer is pretty good too.
Yeah, so was mine. All right, no, but so my favorite thing about Parade of Homes was I really liked the first house we looked at where the dude wrapped the beam in cabinet faces.
Yeah.
So he had a full wall all the way to the ceiling with your little 12-inch cabinet doors, and then the whole wall was all cabinets.
So instead of having like a sheetrock wrapped beam, it was cabinet doors, basically.
Yeah.
It looked sweet.
Oh, dude, because he was showing us what he did, and I was like, where's your header? Is it behind that? And he's like, yeah. I was like, that is so cool.
Yeah, it was really cool. Oh, and the wood siding. Osaka wood. Do you guys remember what the wood was?
It had a silent J.
Yeah.
Owaki.
I don't know. It was some type of hardwood. And they did
Aoki. That's a singer.
Yep.
Or a DJ.
It is close though, I think.
I think it is close to that.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was like the slatted wood siding. That one looked really dope.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was sick.
Yeah.
He said it was a nightmare to install.
Because he's never done it, so he's like, let's figure it out.
Yep.
Yep.
That guy reminded me of Frank from Yankee Candle.
Really?
Yeah.
What I liked a lot about the Parade of Homes, I'm sorry, I didn't see it. I didn't see it, Frank. What I did see is that guy had a permanent 45-degree duck walk. Did you guys notice that?
Oh, no, I
I
didn't.
did not see that.
Yeah, that's the first thing I noticed. Super nice guy. it seemed like a lot of the actual companies, the owners are the builders.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they were there, and they're like, yeah, dude, we built this. I'm like, that's fucking sick.
Mm-hmm. They're probably on job sites most of the time, and then they probably have other guys working, I'm assuming.
Oh, they do for sure.
But like the guy who wrapped his beam in closet doors or cabinet doors, he seemed like he did everything himself.
That guy, I
That's
think,
kinda what
was, mostly a one couple man show.
Mm-hmm.
But then we went to that one that they did just the second story up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that kid was down there. Obviously, he wasn't the owner, but like the kid's down there, and he's like, yeah, I did all the trim out up there. And then there was someone else there. I thought that did work too.
We didn't really talk to the guy upstairs, so I don't know.
Maybe not that one.
But he was an older gentleman, so I wouldn't be surprised if he was the owner.
Yeah, I just like that they actually are like some of them seem to play a pretty big role
Right.
in it, which is cool.
Yeah.
And the something that we all liked that we never seen before was the textured floor tile.
Yeah.
Because it almost felt like you were walking on a rug or something just
Yeah.
because of the texture.
And
then
it was heated too.
Yeah, heated too. So you just have a soft tile floor, waterproof floor.
Yeah, just about all the bathrooms had heated floors.
Yep.
Yeah, they did, didn't they?
Except for, I think, the new build, the twin home, or the row home.
Row
As
home.
they call it, row home.
Yeah,
and
I
then
don't
they call
think that one
ranches ramblers. Fucking Minnesotans.
Fucking weird, dude. Weird. And the thing is, though, I thought everything, the row homes were pretty affordable.
Yeah.
1.4.
1.4 mil for one side.
Yeah. For a 3-bed, 2.5 bath?
I mean,
Three-bed,
it was
2.5
nice.
bed.
There's 3 levels. The bedrooms were huge. The bathrooms were nice.
Ceilings were all 9 foot.
There was an elevator.
Elevator, big windows. But at 1.4, what are we talking about? What are we talking about at 1.4?
Yeah, I don't know.
Right?
You'd think it'd come with like a personal chef for
And that was on a busy road, too. Can you imagine pulling out of that driveway?
Right.
That, dude.
Yeah, no.
It just seemed absurd to me.
Also, one thing I did notice was there was a lot less people this year than last year. I don't know if it's just the area we were in, but
Yeah.
like I remember some of the houses.
Ton of people.
Yeah, some of the houses we went to last year would be jam packed.
You're absolutely right. There was a lot less. Mm-hmm. And yeah, we did it that first Friday too. You're right.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was cool though. It was fun.
Yeah.
Got some good ideas.
Yeah. Gold is still very much in.
Gold is in.
yeah. Different color cabinets. Uppers different color from lowers. Different color from the island.
I will say dark woods is coming back though,
Yeah.
On the cabinets.
and the cabinets and trim, matching trim.
There wasn't much painted. Was there a lot of painted? There was.
I think
a
it's
bunch
pretty.
of white.
There was a bunch of white.
I think it's pretty 50-50.
Yeah, you're right.
White and light gray or dark. No like natural wood, golden wood.
No.
That's just dark wood or painted.
Yep.
Painted ceilings. I didn't see painted ceilings last year. This year we saw a couple.
There was a few.
I don't think I like it unless if it's like a house with like 10-foot ceilings. Because the one house, the one that they built the master suite upstairs,
Yep.
that had like a dark green in the dining room, and
Yep.
it made it look so short and dark.
It did. It made it look short and dark, but I like it on an older home like that. I think it looks good. I think it would look better with 9-10 foot ceilings.
It looked way better in the other one, the other house that had them.
Oh.
The one with the Benjamin Franklin wallpaper.
Oh, yeah, that was cool.
That one looked good, but they also painted the whole room that color, which I think helped.
You're right.
Yeah.
Yes. I did like that one way more than the other one. You're right.
I've seen people do that where they use the same color on the walls and the trim, but they just use different sheens.
Oh, yeah.
Like the trim is like a gloss, semi-gloss, and the walls are satin, just so there's like contrast, but it's still
the same color.
same color.
Interesting.
That's fucking white, dude. Dang. That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot more. I'd say it was a lot more adventurous this year. Like, people took more like risks in some of the things they decided.
I feel like less wallpaper this year.
Less wallpaper this year.
I don't know. The first two we saw there was wallpaper galore.
Yeah, I guess it just kind of depends on the house. Some people are like, we want wallpaper everywhere, and most of them, 0.
That's true. The Benjamin Franklin house had a lot of wallpaper.
Yeah. They were adventurous people. They also had it was like a dark green trim throughout the entire upstairs.
Yeah, they did.
Which was so weird.
It was a little different.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Mimi.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Cool. Let me see here. All right, so brass fixtures, gold brass fixtures are still in.
Oh, and also with that, people who did like not just one room, they like incorporated the gold throughout the whole house. Like
Yeah.
it was like all their light fixtures, bathroom fixtures, kitchen fixtures, like everything was gold.
Picture
which I thought was
frames.
cool.
Through that one house had like their damn picture.
Oh yeah,
frames
their
were-
picture frames were too.
That
Yeah.
was with Samantha's house.
Yep. But I think last year we saw a lot of gold light fixtures and like the knobs. But then like the faucet would be black still. But I think they must have started coming out with gold faucets like this past year.
Well, they had them. They just weren't near as readily available. Like they didn't have them in as many options. Same thing at like Menards. You can get a few gold options, but nothing compared to the other colors.
Yeah.
Like satin nickel, you can get everything and anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was something that was a little bit different, was that gold was brought in throughout the whole house.
Right.
One of the similar things as last year's all the vertical tile for backsplashes and showers and just like the narrow vertical tile.
Everybody doing narrow
Yeah.
vertical.
Every single bathroom had it, just in different colors?
I think no. Some had what's that pattern?
Oh, the
herringbone?
octagon?
Herringbone.
Oh, herringbone, yeah.
Yeah, some had herringbone. But yeah, there was octagon one as well. Octagon tile as well.
Yeah, that was more on the floor.
That was 4. But yeah, so it was either vertical or herringbone. No horizontal. And even we looked at one bathroom. They're like, yeah, we updated that bathroom a couple years ago. And it even had vertical tile in it.
Yeah. Which I don't think we've done a single bathroom with vertical tile, have
No,
we?
we haven't.
Damn. Yeah, a lot of kitchen expansions. A lot of kitchen expansions.
Yeah.
People want open. They
Big-
want
big
open,
kitchens.
big concepts.
Oh, so why this is so fun for us is because Eau Claire's behind the
Oh.
times.
Nope, this one from a few years ago was horizontal. But
Okay.
that was a few years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, Eau Claire's behind the times.
Oh,
so
these ones got the big old sheet ones.
that's why it's fun for
Yeah.
us to go look, because then we can know what's coming this way in probably 3 more years.
That is true. I like the ones that got the fucking fridges that are the cabinets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You wanna know what I love about that, dude? Talk about a way to make fucking money. Bro, your fridge goes out, you ain't getting a new fridge.
Well, I think, isn't it just a cover for your fridge? Or no?
I think so.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh,
Because,
okay.
yeah, I think it's an option when you
Horizontal.
buy.
We were wrong. That was a Benjamin Franklin house.
That was, yeah.
Sorry, anyways, Eau Claire's behind the times.
Yeah. Yeah, just interrupt me 5 million fucking times. That kid is not having a good day.
Not a good day.
Nope.
Has she been good most of the day? Just
All
not-
day
Been
until...
great all day.
No,
How do you think your mom's doing?
I don't know. I might need to go down there at some point.
All right, finish your Eau Claire thing and then Kyle now.
I finished it.
Oh, okay.
It was just we're behind the times, and we'll see it in 3 years.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
Hopefully we'll see it.
I don't know. It's cool, though, because we can take pictures of the stuff, and then we can, like, show our future customers and be like, this is what's in style. We would like to try it on your bathroom.
That's true.
But we don't do that, so.
No. Yeah, it'd be interesting to see if we marketed to different areas in Eau Claire that have more financial capabilities.
Yeah.
If we get the big projects like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, There wasn't a single project under 6 figures.
Oh no.
No.
It's
But I don't
just-
know if people like would enter because there's only 32 remodels.
You're right. People aren't entering those.
Yeah.
You're right. But even like when we talked to Samantha at the end, what company was she with?
Oak and
Oak and Arrow.
Oak and Arrow. She said what this year they had 12 projects.
10.
10 projects, but they were all little
smaller ones.
smaller. Last year they had like
Six big ones.
So, but you look at the one they did, and they're like, well, this is a smaller one. And really, it was just taking out a wall. No, it wasn't even taking out a wall. It was closing up a walkthrough and making the kitchen, then a kitchen rehab, and then a vanity upstairs. So really, and then matching some floor and stuff.
Pretty small project, actually.
Yeah, it wasn't a big, but I mean, just the kitchen shit alone and what they did, I bet you it was still a $100,000 project.
Yeah. No, didn't they have to take out a wall on the other side?
Oh, you're right. They did.
Yeah.
They took out one wall. But yes, you're right.
Yeah. Not that as big of a deal, but
Yeah, because they had that wall completely separated. You're right. Yeah, good point.
yeah.
It's cool. I like the building up.
It's.
Yeah,
I think
it's
it's
so cool.
genius.
Fucking sick, dude.
And what they were almost all master suites.
Every one of them, right?
It would be a good way to market it when somebody needs a new roof soon and they want an addition or something. That's like,
Yeah.
hey, we could do 2-in-1. New roof and addition.
That's true.
That's smart. I didn't even think about that.
Huh. Damn.
Take off the roof, build up, new roof on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if you
Easier
have to
said than done, but
if you have to replace it anyways, might as well.
right.
That is true. I'm going to tell you what, there's some people that got some fucking money up there,
Yep.
which is cool.
But it was a Dyna, so that makes sense.
It was a dyno. Yep. What is Eau Claire's Edina?
Probably North Shore.
North Shore. Yeah, we talked about that. Yep. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Huh. Fun.
North Shore and where's another place that has some big houses?
Lowe's Creek.
Gold's Creek got some
Yeah.
big motherfuckers.
Yeah. And that's like starting to be new develop. Well, like built in the past 5 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, there are quite a few new
Yeah.
developments over there.
You want to know what? Not a lot of basement refinishes. Remember last year we saw quite a few basement refinishes.
Right.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Did we see one?
No.
No.
You're fuck, dude. Yeah, because it was mostly kitchens and additions.
Yeah, kitchens additions. Yeah, that was about it.
Damn. Where last year was quite a few basements.
Yep.
Interesting.
I wonder if it's like so before it was basements because people just needed like more bedrooms or more like space in general.
Sure.
And now I'm sure it's like post COVID enough that people are like, oh, we want to like entertain people again.
Oh, that could be a thing. Basements are more for yourself.
Yeah.
Big main levels more for guests.
Yeah. Maybe.
That could be a thing.
Because I mean, the one we saw that was awesome. They said they host like 200 people at a time.
That's bonkers.
Why would you ever want 200 people in your house? That sounds absolutely terrible.
And even also walking through there, I was just like, 200 people is not fitting in here still. But okay.
Even 100. I'd be.
Unless most of them are in the
Backyard. Oh yeah.
Could you imagine even having 100 of those motherfuckers?
No.
Get out of my house. Get out of my house.
I don't even know that many people.
I don't like that many people, I don't think.
We should have taken a picture of their wine. I bet you they had some good taste in wine.
I bet you they did. I bet you they did.
The Butler Kitchens.
Yeah,
That
those are
was-
still going strong.
Yeah.
Was there only one? Or was there a couple?
There
At
was a
least
couple.
2.
Yeah, I remember 2 for sure.
Yeah.
In remodels?
Which that house is one of them.
Yeah, I remember that one.
Yep. And then the other one.
Oh, the other one was a new build.
Yeah, because I remember the Butlers in the new build. That was done by the B9 Flats. Is that what that company was? B9. No, fuck, that's not right. No, ignore me.
Oh, you're talking about the Dream Home?
The Dream Home
Yep.
had
yep.
one.
Yep.
Yep.
I thought another remodel had one, but maybe I'm wrong.
I thought there was 2 or 3, maybe 3.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
I don't know. It is really cool, like, especially when you see the befores. Like, so many of them are kitchens that, like, we do see and work on. And then they make these, like, masterpieces of kitchens afterwards.
yeah.
Yeah. There was the one in particular where they were eating the sandwiches, and we talked to that lady for a while.
Yeah.
Where they showed us the kitchen, and they're like, yeah, the kitchen was updated in 2012. It is a nice kitchen.
Yeah.
Nice quartz counters. Like, it was a nice kitchen. And they were like, yeah, fuck this. And just boof.
Yeah.
And it's like, dude, wow. A lot of times, like, we would just redo that kitchen, and it would be cool.
But they put an addition on to
They're
make
like,
the kitchen
no,
bigger.
dude, let's make this thing crazy.
Which makes sense, because they said, like, when they redid it originally, their kids were younger. And now their kids are teenagers, and so they just need more room. And I was like, that makes sense, because, like, how often did you go hang out at your friends' houses as teenagers?
A lot of them came to our house.
Okay.
Yeah, most
same
of the time,
thing.
actually, yeah.
So same thing. So
Still.
how many friends would you have over at a time?
A good handful.
Yep.
Yeah.
And we always hung out in the kitchen because we had a big open kitchen.
Yep.
Big Island, yeah.
Big island. It was a big, like, open kitchen, dining into that front room. So you could kind of just fucking slang wings
Mm-hmm.
and mini donuts.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, like, Kyle's house is, like, perfect for, like, once
Right.
the girls are teenagers.
Yep.
Right. All our friends packed around the island.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's true. Dude, how many do you think, how many wings do you think were cooked in that house?
At least hundreds, right?
No, dude. Thousands.
Thousands of wings. I haven't done that in a while. We should bring that back. I remember we tried breading them before, but we found out just naked wings, dump them in sauce.
Naked wings, dump them in sauce. Where did we get them? Walmart.
Walmart, yeah.
Yeah, dude, just
Anywhere,
naked
just-
wings from and just.
Frozen from a grocery store. Throw them in water to thaw them out and throw them in the fryer.
Nasty.
No, dude.
You boys
so
are
good.
nasty.
Oh,
So
dude, no,
good.
no. And then we would take the Grand's biscuits,
Yep.
poke a hole in it, stretch them out, rope them out, drop them in, flip them, pull them out.
Cinnamon
Cinnamon
toss 'em.
sugar.
Yep.
Fucking
Yep.
A, dude. The boys would just eat.
Oreos. We did some Oreos.
Oh, yeah,
when the
pancake batter?
Yeah, fryers were going. Throw some
Dude,
Oreos in there.
you know what I just foresee in the future?
Fat.
The girls are all going to be teenagers, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they're going to be like, Dad, we want some chocolate chip cookies. And then Kyle's going to like, gotta call Uncle Shaun. And then you two are going to fucking time yourselves again over and over.
Or Quinn's gonna be like, I'll make them with you, because
There you go.
That's
that's
true.
is her favorite thing. Actually, both of them. Yesterday we made a batch, and both of them were on the counter just throwing their hands in the bowl, and I'm like, no, stop. And then they like to measure out the ingredients, dump it in there. and-
That's cute.
yeah.
Yeah, I just remember when Tina was living in our basement and Sean's like, hey, Mom. And she's like, you want chocolate chip cookies, don't you? I was like,
Mm-hmm.
just like a teenager.
Mm-hmm. There was perks. That was a perk.
Mm-hmm.
35 batches of cookies. Maybe not a perk.
Anyhow, I do think that a big kitchen as your teenagers makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
And just in general, all the room to walk around. You know, a good 4 feet, 40 inches in between the island and the cabinets. Walk around, two
Right.
people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think more people should do big old kitchens.
Mm-hmm.
like the one we did in '93, the one we did on
Mhm.
Airport Road.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
You just have a little tiny U-shaped kitchen, and then bring it across a
Big old L with
12.
a big old island.
yeah.
Yeah. I think that is the best.
Yeah,
Yeah, because both those were little U shapes that we banged out into freaking
right.
L's with islands.
Yeah.
That was the one shitty thing about both the houses we've lived in, Sean.
Fucking galley kitchens.
Yeah, galley kitchens.
I'm ready to move.
I know you are. We've already been here for 2.5 years, and
Fiendin'.
yep, it's
Fiendin'.
it's time, dude. It was really entertaining because I think when we first got to a lot of those houses, a lot of people probably assumed that like we were looking for our like next house now that we have a kid.
Yeah.
And then they're like, "Oh, you're in the business." Yep.
Yep.
Oh, you guys are from Eau Claire. Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're like, fuck.
What? Because they couldn't sell a house to us, or what?
Yeah.
Andrea wanted to sell us a house. Perfect for a young couple
Oh
with
my
a growing
gosh,
family. I'm like, check it out, honey. If I could afford 1.4, I don't know what I would be doing.
Dude.
It wouldn't be on this duplex one side of it.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
Yeah. Do you know what you can get in Eau Claire for 1.4?
I do. And
Way-
it's fucking stupid.
Way more than that.
Dude, we should liquidate everything and just move it on. Sell everything we have and just buy one.
You won't do it.
Yeah. No, we won't.
That's probably pretty smart.
Even just like 600,000. Get something for 600.
Fuck that,
That'll
dude.
be so nice.
Fuck that.
Dude, we've looked at it because there's like one we were considering, and I was like, I just don't want to pay for it. I don't want the payment.
Which one was that?
The one with the greenhouse ish. The 3 Seasons room. We didn't like the lot though. After we were looking at it more.
Oh, yeah. I know what you're talking about. 'Cause that was a skinny lot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you're right. No, it doesn't even matter. Because if it would have been the lot that we thought it was going to have, we still wouldn't have bought it. Because fuck that.
Yeah, that payment. No.
It's so crazy to me, dude. Like, my brain is like, could you afford it? Yep. Do you want to? Nope.
Yeah.
Like, the little farmhouse is good enough.
Oh yeah.
Until Lily's up here in a bedroom and you have to walk up the stairs every day in the middle of the night.
Thank you, dude.
Then you're
Thank
going to
you.
be like,
Fuck this. Dude,
I don't know. She sleeps through the middle of the night, through the night, so I'm not too concerned.
you still got to come up here, change her, get her down, go downstairs. And what happens when she goes, Mom, Dad? And like, oh, you got to lug back up there. Dude, there was this house, all right? There's this house. It was 2 bedrooms right next to each other. Nice bathroom. It had a big open main level. It had a 4 Seasons room.
Okay. It was not a big open main level.
big garage in the back.
Big garage in the back. Big garage in the front. 9-foot ceilings.
Anyways, the kitchen was closed off from the living room. It was not open.
The reason the kitchen was closed off from the living room is because we didn't open it up yet.
There was a staircase there.
Yeah, whatever. Anyways, that's what we should have gotten.
No.
2 houses from Kyle. Oh, dude.
Exactly.
Babysitting would have been a
Babysitting
dream.
would have been the best, Sam.
No.
Come on now.
No.
Sam and Katie were like, yeah, nah, let's not do this.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they weren't about
Because
it.
fucking you two would be just constantly at one or the other's house.
What are you doing for breakfast? You have breakfast today?
I'm not seeing the problem. I don't see the problem. And also,
Especially the fact you always go unannounced.
doesn't matter. I
Like
knock.
Shaun would just have walked in and be like, "So what's for breakfast, guys?"
I knock on the door.
Still,
We need to bring that back.
to just show up.
Yeah, dude, just show up, knock on the door, say hi. Bring that back.
No,
I don't know if we have to do that.
no.
You guys, there's nothing like being caught off guard. Just chilling, doing nothing,
Yeah, because that's what most people are doing. Nothing.
watching TV.
Yeah, also now that we have a baby, knocking on the door means something way different.
Knock on the door, dog barks, baby starts crying.
Yeah.
Yep. It's horrendous.
I know, it's great. Okay, so what else about Parade of Homes?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. A lot of islands with the waterfall countertop.
Yeah, that's true. I was
Those are
thinking
nice.
about that.
Yeah.
Expensive, very, but really cool.
Because
Really
it's
nice.
that one piece? Or
No.
no?
They're 2.
Okay.
They're just joined perfectly on the end.
Damn.
Well, so it's 3 pieces.
Yeah.
Top
Yeah.
and thing. Yeah. With the 36 overhangs, and you can sit behind it
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
on your chairs. Yeah, those are sick. That's so much fucking money.
Yeah, I would
For
not.
something that's really not necessary, but
No laminate
Looks cool.
countertops, were there?
Dude, of course not. There wasn't last year either.
Damn.
Yeah, there really can't be in a parade of homes.
Not in that parade of homes.
Dude. Yeah, no. And it's so crazy because, like, here, when shit's built and it's normal parade of homes, there ain't much. Like, there is laminate countertops.
I never have been to the parade of homes here, so I don't know.
Oh, you haven't?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, it's compared to
Depressing.
that, very underwhelming.
Yeah. But we can go to it this year and see some cool things.
Yeah, there was a
Ton of spec homes.
ton of spec homes. The thing that was cool about the Eau Claire one was the porch, enclosed porches in the back.
Ton of enclosed porches.
Yeah, and they said it's like a kit that they just pretty much order.
Yeah, like your screen, like a screened-in porch. Tons
Right.
of screened-in porches.
It was really,
No
it was really
shit.
cool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, those were cool. Outdoor living areas. Huh. Yeah. We didn't really see many outdoor living areas at all.
Not on this, no.
Even last year, I don't think there was much, was there?
No, there wasn't. Not out there.
Not that I remember.
Weird.
I mean, most of the yards, though, are so small.
Yeah.
Like, there's not much for adding on backs of houses. A little bit, but
And we don't go to a whole lot of the new homes. So I bet you a lot of the new homes have
You're
them.
right. Like sport courts.
ooh. Though I remember that was even in a better price range than the
It was.
1.4 row home
It was. Yeah, that's so true.
I think it's because we were in Edina.
That makes
instead
sense.
of like Woodbury, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a good point. The land is just so expensive compared to Woodbury or something.
Yeah.
Right.
So where's Edina?
It's south.
And then what else is down in that area? Burnsville, where's that at?
Wait, more south.
Burnsville's more south.
South, maybe a little east. West?
I don't know.
Not sure.
Okay. All right. Because what's next to Burnsville? Egan, yep. Yeah, okay. Nice. I don't know why any of that matters.
Yeah.
I remember, no, last year weren't we in Burnsville area last year? Or am I crazy?
No, we didn't go that far.
I don't know anything.
I think we stayed kind of around the Woodbury area, didn't we?
Yeah, we did a couple in Edina because we passed the antique shop again.
Oh, yeah, we did.
That's right.
But we definitely did more of a bigger loop last year. But we had more time last year.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true.
We kind of ran out of time this year.
Yeah.
Kind of got a late start.
Yep. Cool.
Yeah, I think like we said, we only saw kitchens really, so for the most part.
Some herringbone. Was there? No. Is everything tile and hardwood there?
Basically, yeah.
There's no like LVPs.
No. Because a lot of the people that did additions, like, restained their hardwoods.
There's a ton of that.
Yeah.
So, yeah, because it is quite a few older homes. So I'm sure they're a place that likes to keep the character in their houses, which is cool.
It is. Well, and they didn't even, no one even had regular carpet. It was all the nice
You're
patterned carpet.
I think in some of the bedrooms we didn't walk into.
Ah, sure.
Yeah.
That could make
That
sense.
makes sense.
Yeah.
Yep.
Bedrooms roped off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good point.
Which is mainly where your carpet is anyways.
Mm-hmm.
That's
This day and
true.
age.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
I shouldn't say. Last year, I remember seeing multiple places with a lot of custom millwork. This time, there didn't seem to be quite as much of that.
There wasn't as many of the like boot shelf editions,
Yeah.
the boot shelf
Oh,
coat hangers.
yeah.
I remember like every house last year had custom built-in boot coat shelf.
The fancy kitchen with the fancy tiles, where the guy was eating the sandwich.
Yeah.
That one had the millwork in the living room. They had that green
The
entertainment
built-ins,
center. Yeah.
That's right. That was sick.
Yeah.
But I mean, what kind of custom millwork are you gonna have in a kitchen besides cabinets?
And your crown, you're right.
Yeah.
Your crown that tied together into different color crown was pretty cool.
That
pretty
that
cool.
looked so sweet.
Yeah.
It matched so perfectly.
Yeah, they're just willing to try cool shit, try unique shit, and that's what makes it so different.
They're not afraid of color, which is
They're not afraid of color, and it doesn't seem like they give a fuck about their home's value.
yeah,
Like, people will make decisions, like,
based on what they want.
based on what they want, not if it
Yep.
adds value to
We
the
will
house.
remove a bedroom so that we could have a cooler staircase.
It is
Going
so
up.
fucking crazy, dude, that they're just like, yeah, who cares? I want my house like this. I'll get rid of a bedroom. What?
Yeah. Well, they added
They
one
added
upstairs,
the bedroom upstairs. You're right.
but still.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I mean, I guess you could say they added 2 upstairs technically because
The office.
the other one was an office and gym.
You're right.
Yeah.
You're right. You're right. Which was sick.
I still don't think gym upstairs is a good idea.
Well, but you got to think if you're just doing like,
For the general population, it's probably fine.
yeah, they're not
Yeah.
ripping deads up there. And
That's
Right.
true. Yeah, it was
They're
just like a
doing
bike and some light weights. Yeah.
Yeah.
Some what? Lightweight, baby?
Lightweight.
Ain't nothing but a peanut.
Jesus. But yeah, so still vertical tiles, still gold.
Yeah. A ton of exterior renovations on the fronts of
Dude.
houses.
They make houses look so
Bro,
fucking cool now.
The
Ev-
before and afters, you have this old looking standard ass house, and then after siding and whatever stone,
Yep.
all of a sudden it's just adorable.
Do you
Great.
notice? You notice how they only do it to the front?
Right. Well, I mean that's what everyone sees.
Yeah, you look on the side, it's the fucking same. It's the same like vinyl or wood or whatever siding.
Yeah.
But that front, dude, it's like yo.
Yeah.
And that every garage door is sick as fuck.
The wood with the windows offset to the one side.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, it's actually pretty sick.
And lots of windows to like let light in and out.
A lot
Yeah.
of big windows.
Those garage doors are just
So cool.
honestly kind of dumb though. You have windows all on one side instead of like windows across the whole top. It's just dumb. It looks really cool, but it's just like, I don't know, it doesn't make any sense. You know,
It's just for the look.
it's just for looks. That's all it is.
Aesthetics.
100%.
And you want to know what? It makes me want to buy it.
Right, exactly.
I'm
Because
like,
you see that and it's like that is so cool.
Oh, especially when they have like the front door that matches too.
Yeah.
bro, that house where they entertain, where they have the fucking 10-foot door for no reason.
That door was insane.
I bet you it's probably only an 8-foot door, but it just seemed absurd because
Yeah.
who has an 8-foot door?
I think it was taller than that.
I don't know. It was fucking stupid,
It was-
dude.
Yeah.
That's what you want to know. Wealth.
That's
when your
wealth.
door's taller than the normal height of a fucking ceiling.
That was the one with a really badass backyard, right?
Yeah, that was the one with the butler pantry
Mm-hmm.
that they host 200 guests with the freaking cool windows up
Yeah.
front, with the gym upstairs, with the sick beam for the staircase. Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
He had 2 river tables.
2 river
We
tables.
only got to see the one though.
That's true. So sick, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, we should do on some house. We do try the beam staircase. I think that'd be not too bad. I think it'd be
No
fairly easy. Just some measuring, some welding.
Some time and some money,
Yeah,
but it would look really cool.
yeah.
Do we have any house we could even attempt that on? Not yet.
You know what? It's like when you look at flipping, almost every single thing we saw up there does not correlate to flipping.
Right.
No.
Like none of it.
That
Maybe
is
some
all
of the
customer work.
exterior.
I could see
Exterior.
making
Yeah,
the
yeah.
front of an exterior look nicer.
Right.
That's about it.
Mm-hmm.
Other than that, I mean, you don't need to do tile typically. You don't need quartz. You don't.
I think a
need,
heated tile would maybe be worth it.
Oh,
Because I mean, bathroom floors are
that's true.
such a small amount of square footage.
Yep.
It's, materials aren't that much
Right.
different. Just more time with putting the
Right.
heated stuff underneath the tile,
That's true.
which is fucking awesome. So
So cool.
might be worth trying.
That could be that could be possible.
Maybe on the Heather Lane house.
Heather Lane House would be
Definitely
a
on
good
the
one.
Heather Lane house. We got to also do like a full tile shower there and shit.
Yeah.
That
Are we gonna do vertical tile?
probably gold fixtures.
Hell yeah.
Get it going.
Glass door.
What?
Or no door.
A glass door for the shower.
Maybe they're just so expensive.
Yeah.
But yeah, it'd be cool. Yeah, that makes sense. Yep, I like it. The doing that on Heather Lane makes sense.
Yeah, it does.
Doing it on almost any other flip we had does not make sense.
Right.
But if we do a couple Heather Lane houses a year,
I say one of those a year.
See how good it goes.
Yeah.
yeah, that's true.
I mean, they're just gonna take more time because we'll actually like be picky about what we're picking out and putting in there instead of like the normal flip grade stuff.
Yes, I mean, it takes more time. Your holding costs are way more because it's double the normal you're buying stuff for because it's double the house.
Right.
Rehab budget's double because it's double the house. But it's going to be sick.
Mm.
How big is that house?
2,800 probably.
It's pretty
2,600.
big.
So about the same size as Strum?
Bigger.
Bigger. Okay. Strum was a lot of house.
It was also
Yep.
like 3 stories. It was
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah, this is big.
Okay.
But the whole basement's unfinished, so that helps.
Mm-hmm.
Is
And
it 2 level or 1 level?
basement, main, upstairs.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
So 2-story. And then the other thing that helps us with square feet is there's 2 attic sections that
Okay.
we don't have to finish but can be finished. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
like similar to this house?
just like this house. Yep.
Okay.
Yep. But the attic sections are like this room, this
Yep.
width.
Okay,
To
so
there.
tall enough to like...
Oh
block it.
yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
okay,
yeah.
sure.
But it's peaked, so it's like this,
Right. Yep.
Yeah.
Also like Bellevue almost.
like Bellevue.
Yeah.
So if you think of Bellevue, there's 2 of those attics,
Okay, sure.
one on each
Yeah.
side. Yep.
I
It's pretty
gotcha.
sick.
Yeah.
It's pretty sick. If you couldn't spit and touch your neighbor's house, I would do it.
Yeah.
I'd live there. I can't handle that.
Even though I guess only one house here we can really spit to touch. But we have an acre lot, so I mean we have lots of other room to play
Lots
with
of
here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
bro, we move into a 0.25 acre lot, 0.3 acre. It's a 0.3 acre lot, and your house is half the damn lot,
Right.
but it does have a banging 3 seasons room.
That helps.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, okay.
Cool. Anything else?
Parade of Homes wise,
Yeah.
I don't.
Smacking.
Trying to think if there's anything else.
Not that I can
No.
think of.
No.
No. It was kind of very consistent this year. I feel.
Yeah.
They're just so adventurous. I'm just so
Consistently adventurous.
jealous. Mm-hmm.
It also helps having like your designer people with the chief architect to like visually see what it looks like, because most people you talk about their house and it's like they can't picture what it's going to be, what it's going to look like, so they really can't be adventurous because they, you say, hey, let's do an accent wall here, and they're like, what will that look like? I don't know. So
I'm going to be honest with you. That would help.
Yeah.
That will help on big.
it also helps just for
projects.
the selling aspect of like, hey, we could do this here, it'll be this much, or we could do this, which is twice the job, look way nicer, and it's like, oh my god, that looks so much nicer. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know.
For if to start doing something like that though, you'd have to charge.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Like, yep, we can do that. We can give you the plans. We can show you what it's going to look like, but we're going to have to charge you $1,000 or whatever. Because I know companies in the area do shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
Give you the plans and do all that, but then they charge you,
Right.
which you have to do because you're taking so much time
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
every day to do that. So,
The one, and if you guys want to see any of these houses, you can literally just look up Twin Cities Parade of Homes and it pops them all up. The thing I didn't like was on their website, so many of them just use their pictures from whatever program that is.
Like stock photos, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, like, because we'd pull up to a house and we're like, this is not the house.
Like
but,
this-
like, it was just like the computer generated one versus the real thing. And does look quite a bit different.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
But then the inside, they'd have, some of them had the actual pictures, but I don't know. Yeah, I know. I thought it was fun. It was good.
Yeah, it's always fun.
Mm-hmm.
Some
Really not much of a far drive either.
No.
It's really not too bad.
No. Some of those people, some of the companies do all in-house, which I
Yeah.
thought was pretty bonkers.
Mm-hmm.
Your design was in-house. All like they manufactured all their cabinets, trim.
Yeah, I know a guy last year too. Same thing. He designed, and then he had a cabinet company that he owned.
Yeah.
So they do all their own cabinets, and that's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
It's different. I get it. I get it in the fact of like you control more variables, and also. Nope, that's really the main thing.
Yeah.
You
Well, 'cause
control the variables.
I think that guy last year said that it was nice because then they can upcharge materials.
Yeah,
sure.
yep.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, because then he makes money on materials as well.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and dude, if people just want to come make their cabinets, you could just make cabinets.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's cool too.
Yeah. That would be, I mean, that would be huge for us because we do so many kitchens. So many.
Are we getting into the cabinet making business or what?
Maybe in a couple of years.
It's not a terrible idea.
No. With how many kitchens we do and how shitty quality, I mean, how great quality Menards is.
Right.
Mm-hmm. It's not just Menards. We've been struggling with other places too.
Right.
Then you'd have to, the only thing with that is you're really getting into a business because now you got to have inventory that you sit on not making you money.
Yeah.
You have to have a big shop, heated, cooled. You know, it doesn't have to be cooled, but
You have to have
heated.
an employee to run that cabinet shop. What if you don't have any cabinet orders?
Yeah, at least a couple employees.
Right.
In theory, paint booths. Your overhead goes like that, dude.
Yeah.
So you
I think basically at that point you would be a cabinet making company, and then you would just sell your install services basically.
yeah. So what that guy did is he bought a cabinet making company, and then he just integrated it into his company. I think
Right.
that's almost the better route to do because then everything's set up. You already have a name. You already have customers. You already have a reputation. You're just buying it and adding it to your offering.
Right.
So if you got to start from scratch,
Yeah.
damn.
Yeah, I guess the way we could make it work now is just using our two subs that are good at woodworking already.
Right. I mean,
But
they
it would be
have,
just pulling them off job and then
yeah.
this is your job now.
They have built custom cabinets before, so
Yeah.
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 Yeah, that's true.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's down the line.
Yeah.
Yep.
Definitely down the line.
That would be cool. Potentially.
Mhm.
Potentially could be cool.
Right.
Cool.
We'll see.
Anything else?
That's all I got.
Nice.
All right, catch you on the next one.
See you.
See ya.